This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to FirstEnergy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at FirstEnergy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The Dawg Pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number two, number three, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Well, the man calling the shots in the huddle will be Tyrod Taylor in his 8th season now out of Virginia Tech. And many see him as the bridge quarterback until first-round pick Baker Mayfield is ready. He may understand that thinking, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop him from competing to be the #1 quarterback in Cleveland. Remember, he led the Bills to the playoffs for the first time in 17 years. It'd be truly something if he could lead the Browns there after a 15-year drought in Cleveland. The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today. Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To throw is Taylor. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles. Now Taylor on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gordon. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This is taken at the 18. Gets past one man. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. All eyes focusing in on Sam Darnold here as he brings the Jets onto the field. And there are going to be a lot of bright lights on him Monday night when he will be the starter Week 1. And that's what we thought would happen.
We certainly did from the moment he was drafted. I thought that he would start the opening game. Josh McCown would be the veteran leader guiding him. And that's exactly how it played out after Teddy Bridgewater got traded to New Orleans. But Sam Darnold earned the job in the preseason. Looked good playing, but they love his poise, they love his maturity, and they love his playmaking ability. Not to mention, they're going to ride his youth, aren't they?
Man, what'd you say he's going to be the youngest starting quarterback?
Youngest starting quarterback in NFL history when he takes the first snap in Detroit.
Born June 5th of 97, so he's 21 years old and just a few months tacked onto that. Hard to believe. To throw is Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Not see another play as time has run out on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Jets and Browns, two cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? The first ever Monday Night Football game. The Jets at the Browns. Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know this off the top of my head, but September 21st, 1970.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain,
Still
but all
second
for
down.
naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Here we go now. Green 39.
After the penalty, it's Corral. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dumps off to Powell. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. So the Cleveland Browns coming back onto the field here. As you look at the quarterback spot, week 1, Tyrod Taylor's the guy, but Baker Mayfield, he's waiting in the wings, is he not?
He certainly is, and I think the Cleveland fans are waiting for him to get on the field. He brings a great excitement and a joy to the position. But Tyrod Taylor took his team to the playoffs last year, the Buffalo Bills, so he's a dependable NFL veteran that the Browns have consciously decided to start right now. But I expect Mayfield to have the job somewhere around midseason.
And then defensively, you've told me Myles Garrett looks pretty good, right?
I watched tape of him this summer. Not many people blocked him, and he went against some pretty darn good players along the way. I think he'll make a great jump here in year 2 and contend for Pro Bowl honors.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st down, it's Taylor. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. Johnson jostles free. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Taylor will throw again. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
And they were looking to throw,
Still
holding
second
on the
down.
big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Again, it's Taylor. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Well, let's take a look at the Jets' start to the season here schedule-wise as we head towards week 1. So they're going to begin things at Detroit, then home for Miami, then they go to Cleveland, and again on the road at Jacksonville. Thoughts early?
I think that they've got some winnable games in there, and I'm eyeing home for Miami and then at Cleveland. But 3 out of 4 road games, probably not what you want with a rookie starter, but they believe he'll be able to handle that. Remember last year, this is a team that got off to a 3-2 start before collapsing and losing 9 out of their last 11. So if they can get off to a 2-2 start here, a lot of optimism in New York.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue,
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. First down throw, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
here we go now. Green, 39.
Darnold to throw again. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Roberts on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff to Crowell. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go now. Green 35.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go now.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And Hyde is going to need somewhere to hide. He's tackled in the end zone for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Room here to run. Look at the dance and the juke.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Darnold on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Darnold from the gun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Taylor now off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Taylor on target to Gordon for a Cleveland first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, it's Taylor. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They run it again with Hyde. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Third down, Carlos Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll look to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. He's back to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go. Green.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to get the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Darnold. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One last throw down for Darnold. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.